What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Zookeepers Podcast.
I'm Davis.
I'm T.
I'm White.
I'm Shane. I'm Ash.
And I'm Kate.
And we're taming life
One conversation at a time.
Let's
Deep in the den. What we talking about, T?
All right, so we've been talking about sports and all,
Yes.
everything that's been going on. So let's get down to where we go into the NIL deals.
Money.
More
The money.
sports?
The
Well,
money.
T told us,
I told you, it's all about sports.
and
to
we
me.
have never had a pod where we talked about sports.
That's
before.
true.
And I
like
gave
it.
you, and I
Yes.
gave you all of them
I
at this
like
point.
it.
Yes.
I like it.
And I gave them all.
I
all to
think
you.
former athletes need reparations
I
for
agree.
not getting NILs.
I agree.
Send us a check, please.
But the thing about it is that now Trump is now trying to basically put a cap on it. He's basically, sending out an executive order to, basically saying like it bans third party
The world is in shambles, and you worried about
pay-for-play
NILs?
deals. So it's like if it's not Nike or Adidas or anything like that, then it's kind of
Then
like
they ain't even coming out of his pocket. So.
It's not.
Nah.
But there's so many other things
That's what I'm
that
saying.
needs the president's attention right now.
We got to put a cap on this.
Like there's
That's
an earthquake in Russia.
It's a tsunami in
Just
the West
tsunami.
A
Coast.
mass shooting in
Miami.
New York. A mass shooting
A
in New York.
police officer got
Yes.
gunned down in New York.
Manhattan, whatever.
Did you
it was.
guys hear that he was going to
the NFL
headquarters?
Yeah.
That was his original target. So
Yep.
to tie that into T Sports.
Right.
Pod.
And he worrying about
Yeah.
NILs.
Yeah.
So besides Trump, as far as like NIL deals, as far as these kids coming up in high school, college, like how do you guys feel about them trying to put a cap on, even if it wasn't a Trump thing? Like I've heard outside of Trump, even Dion had mentioned, like, you get what I'm saying, with us being college coaches, it's very hard to kind of, persuade a student or athlete to come over here when, now I'm competing with not just talent, I'm competing with money.
Yeah.
So how do you
Here's
guys
the
feel
thing.
about that?
Going to college used to be about mom was not having to pay, or scholarship wise, mom was not having to pay. And you was trying to get a degree on their dime while pursuing a professional career. That's what
Fact.
college used to be about when it comes into sports.
Right.
Well, to me, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Yeah.
Now it's a business, right? So social media has totally changed the way these kids make money. Because now what we was taught, you need to go to college, get a degree, get a good job. Now they know they don't need that.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, if I can get NIL money at 17, 18 years old and one and done, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably make more money off my endorsements
Right.
than potentially not going to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't like the
Cap.
cap part, but I'm old school, so it's like it meant something to make it to the league. Now it's
For
like,
sure.
okay, all I can do is just, get a couple highlights
Yeah.
and this local store can sponsor me and give me $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
it's
but
just weird.
on the flip side of that now, we know everybody not making it to the league.
For sure.
But we also know a lot of these people that don't make it to the league also make names for these schools.
Yeah.
So just in case, you get what I'm saying, you are, like you say, we going to school to get an education, but on their dime. So if we're there to solely get an education, but still being there, making a name for them, it's
They
kind of
make
like it's a
money.
win-win situation. I'm getting an education, but you're still
Because
making money off of it.
they are paying for that degree as well. It's not just
Granted.
Yeah.
But for the
But
people
think about
who
the
don't,
degrees that they are getting.
right,
Them degrees are not
money-making degrees.
Yeah. And we're
Still money.
in a society where
still money.
entrepreneurship and being influencers are a thing.
A thing.
Because I'm
But-
pretty sure if me and Kay, because me and Kay both played college basketball, if we had that when we was in school,
Where you play that, friend?
I
FIU.
went to FIU.
FIU. Go Panthers.
Kay, where you
See
play
the
that?
two on the USF South Florida.
USF.
If
Go
we
Bulls.
had
Go Bulls.
if we had access to that when we was in
Yeah,
school,
for real.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I look
Your life
back.
would be
Because
different.
mind you,
That's what I
Instagram
look back
started
at. You get what I'm
around the
saying?
ages we were in college. That's when Instagram started.
Yeah.
So we would have known how to
MySpace.
do all that, man.
And they're
y'all would have
now-
been using it better than the way
they're
I
now
was using
having
it.
to teach these kids about financial literacy
Right.
because now they got to know how to manage this money that they making
Right.
at 18, 19, 20 years old.
Right. And even looking back at you guys, you get what I'm saying? Like, being in y'all situation, not knowing, especially on the women's side, because now even with women, like it's very rare that women are making it to the WNBA. You have a softball player who got a $1 million NIL deal, but where does softball go after college?
They have a professional softball league.
Making that type of money?
No.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, why not receive your cap now?
Yeah.
Because there isn't even a guarantee that you even make it that far, and if you do, you're still not going to be making that amount of money.
Right.
So just because I'm not doing it on a professional WNBA or NBA level does not mean I shouldn't be getting paid for my name.
Yeah.
No matter what the age is.
I agree. And I don't think there should be a cap.
Me neither.
Get the right people behind you.
Yeah, I don't think there should be a cap. And you brought up the whole thing with Deion saying he has to compete not only with talent but with money. Find your endorsers. Find your sponsors. Get your money up.
Make it desirable to go to college.
so that they can come to you.
Because a lot of these people, a lot of kids, we talk about education, and I'm all for education, of course. But a lot of kids who play sports only go to get a degree because they play sports.
And quite honestly,
If it wasn't for the sport, they wouldn't even go.
and quite honestly, we talk about education, but we're not going to sit around the couch and act like college is for everybody.
It's
It's not.
It's not.
But money
So,
is.
Yeah. So I get it. Like, I know everybody's not going to college, and there's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
But to kind of, I kind of agree with Kay to where, like, being old school, this was the route that you went. Like, this is where you build your connections. This is where you learn financial literacy. Because, like, we have the course now in high school, but it's not really taken as seriously. And
Right.
I think it's a requirement, but it's not in all schools.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you need to go to college so that at least for 2 years,
Yeah.
at least
As a,
But
you
those
saying as a,
2 years.
You saying as an athlete or in general?
as an athlete.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like they don't know how to manage their money properly, and a lot of them get robbed and they get scammed because they don't have that literacy behind, like how to
Okay,
keep
so
my
they
money
need to
up.
go that route instead of the cap route.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go the route of making the classes to where they can now.
It should be progressive.
right.
yeah.
If we're going to give them that type of money, give them the classes now to
Correct.
where they can understand what to
Yes.
do with that money. You don't take the
Yeah.
money away
No,
from
you
them
don't.
because you get them saying, like, make them say 2 years in college. And some parents, you get them saying, if
And
they're
let them
smart
make the
enough,
money.
if they're smart enough, hey, all this endorsement money, all this whatever, you get a certain amount, and when you get your degree, you get the rest of it. It doesn't have to be, you get what I'm saying, the way we're trying to look at it. If you smart with it, if you got the right people behind you, then it can be handled well. But you get
And
what
I
I'm saying,
think,
like,
to your point, White, I guess that class on finances should be to everybody.
yeah.
Every year.
And I think that
Every
they should
year.
have a class that teaches student athletes just proper ways of communicating and articulating yourself. That was a big thing when Lamar came out of high school, where they was just like, oh, he don't really know how to speak to the media and all that stuff. So I think that should be kind of like an intertwined thing that starts in high
requirement.
school.
But who are these
So that when
people
they-
though that are like, they have a whole team? Why is that not being provided?
It's optional.
Yeah.
Unless they are exploiting them when they're coming out and making all this money, because like, why isn't there somebody on the team who's doing the coaching on how to speak in public? Why isn't there somebody that you can trust on your team that has the finance background to walk them through the
But then they're gonna
finances?
say that's what
and-
school is for.
Yeah, because
We have those classes, so take that class. Why are we going to hire somebody to do that when you have a class that can teach you how to do that?
Yeah, because people like Lamar, he get scrutinized for how he talked to the media. Anthony
A lot of
Edwards,
This generation does
He
not
get
know
And
how to
that's what
talk.
I was going to say. I was going to say it's not just student athletes.
This
'cause
generation.
They don't know how to talk.
they don't.
I saw one post to where they said Gen Z, they will do like this awkward stare. Like you're talking to them and you don't know whether they're receiving the information or not. They just will stare at you.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at
My nephew.
Yeah. My daughter, I'm like, Nana, do you
My
know what
nephew?
this is? And she
Yeah.
was like staring at me. I'm
Yeah.
like,
And I
damn.
hate it.
Right here. It's
And I hate it. And you want to punch them in the throat.
you're talking to them and they're just staring at you.
Yeah.
But I also respect like coaches like Coach Prime. I don't know if y'all seen the video that he posted this week. He had a running back who has like a history of getting concussions. So he had an extra year of eligibility, and he decided, due to his history of having concussions and what it can cause for him long term, he decided to step away from it. But he's also applying for dental school. So Deion was like, we're still going to honor your scholarship. We'll pay for you to get your degree. Go pursue what it is that you
Oh,
want to
that's
do.
that's dope.
Shout out to Prime.
That's dope.
Because everybody ain't doing that.
No, they're not.
Respectfully, you tell a coach, I'm not gonna play.
They take away your funds.
Yeah. So like people like him, even Dawn Staley had a basketball player who she ended up tearing her ACL, and then she was going through like a court case or whatever. She decided that this year she's not gonna play.
Yeah.
They're still gonna honor her scholarship,
That's dope.
and she'll be able to play next year. So they just gonna redshirt her.
Right.
I like
So
that.
all coaches aren't like that, but for the ones that are, you could tell they really care about the kids outside of
yeah.
whatever the sport
Put
is.
those kids in those classes and pay those kids.
Yeah, I think we
because
need
y'all
that.
make all that money.
That's what
Y'all
I'm saying,
put
get
these
to 'em.
kids in these video games. Their names are in these video games and whatever
Merch,
else.
all of that.
Because
Merch
respectfully,
and all
Even
of
back
that.
when we was in college, like all of us was in college, or you get what I'm saying? Like everybody thought they should be getting something more than just what they were getting. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just to be on the team. Like it's been talked about for years.
Because I've seen where like college players' parents can't even fly out to the games.
Right. Right.
And mind you, we get free tickets.
And it depends on the school you're at too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
some of them ain't really like the UConns and all that. They ain't really got to worry about that. But like those not mid-major schools and like below. That scholarship money ain't really, especially like if you like in Florida, you get FAFSA, you get all that type of stuff. But if I got a teammate
if
from
you're
like
eligible.
Jersey or like New York, they don't get that type of stuff. So they really had to like stretch whatever scholarship
Whatever
money
they
we got
got,
for the couple
yeah.
months. We get per diem and like obviously it's free things, but I'm saying like things that buying your own clothes and shoes and stuff like that. They really had to make that stretch.
And some of these kids really get scholarships from like far, like they really be like far away.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And be able to receive that type of money and allow, you know what I'm saying, like family members, even just if it's your mom and your dad, to be able to come to a game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these kids go off to school for 4 years and the parent has never been to a game.
That's
because of the
Until
distance.
senior night.
Until senior night because of how far they are and they can't afford
And the travel,
a flight
yeah.
ticket. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I think that is very important now to be able to give these, you know, these student athletes an outlet in a way to where they can not financially free their family, but to be financially free while in college. You get what I'm saying? Like, because college, even though you play sports, so you still you
still gotta eat.
you still not taken care of. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then you get people who are good and get hurt. You get what I'm saying? And now all of that they've done for the school is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't even matter no more. They didn't get anything for it. They're hurt. They didn't make it to the league. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just repetitious. And I feel like now, if they're gonna do it, it's the time to do it. And I feel like these kids, athletes, should get whatever they deserve.
Yeah. And most athletic directors are not, high school athletic directors are not sharing that information.
Yeah, we just want the orange man to deal with the orange man stuff. Leave the people money alone. Leave the kids alone.
You don't even.
As a matter of fact, show me how I can pay $100 in my taxes.
It has nothing to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's been talked about, but
Let's
he's
talk
trying
about
to
this.
he's trying to put his hands in it. But it's been, you get what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, with NILs, like basically like getting bigger and bigger, and all these kids getting all these millions of dollars and stuff and all these deals or whatever. He's trying to put a cap on just not being able to get that third party, like Nike and Adidas. Like he's fine with that, but anything outside of that pay by play and all that type of stuff, like he's like, yeah, no.
Crazy work.
Okay, so pay them kids.
Pay them kids.
And pay the old
and pay
athletes
them
too.
parents.
And pay give them their reparation.
Please.
Pay
Y'all
them
might got a
parents.
$600 stimmy coming.
I'm not gonna
We
lie
might.
though. It was a few
From
years.
who?
The
It-
orange man
from the orange
for
man.
tariffs. He said he's
I'm
paying
not
out
gonna
for the
lie.
tariffs.
It was some years ago where the NCAA had a court case.
I got some
against
money from
somebody. I did too, and they sent us some checks.
I got like 5 minutes.
What?
I think I had like 7.
What? So y'all already got the money now.
No,
y'all got y'all
that was
reparations.
that was
for
from a
something
court
else.
case. That
Yeah.
was from a court case.
Y'all got something
And
now.
everybody got something different because I
Dang.
know
I
some
think I
football.
remember
You
that.
try
I
and
think
play
I remember that.
basketball.
Some football
I
players
remember
that I
that.
know.
I know how to dribble.
Cause it was from like a certain time.
Yeah, you had to play between a
Year.
certain window.
I think they started like 2010 or 2011. Cause that's why.
Yeah, it
I
was
got
like
like five
it's
ends.
like 10 if you were in that
Yeah.
window of 10 to 15.
But then, Kay, let me hold $1.
No, they're gonna be
You know
getting
when I
something
got
soon.
that?
For this right
Like,
here. For
that was
this
that was some
NIL.
years ago.
Like,
Y'all gonna get
over
something
5
soon.
years.
Yeah, it was.
I feel it.
Because
Y'all
there was
gonna
some
get
football players
Yeah.
at FIU that was touching 10. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
well, how did y'all get 10 and I only got...
Y'all gonna get something.
Y'all gonna get some-
They're gonna get something.
Well, what the teachers gonna get?
Not even that, baby.
What the teachers gonna
Not
get,
even that.
baby? We moving. We gonna go where the money's at then.
Okay, so what do y'all think about a child being reclassified?
I think it's
I
weird.
wish we
Can you
had that.
explain that?
So basically, what parents are starting to do now, and like in the private school sector or whatever, they're reclassifying their children, and they're basically doing it in a sports mind.
Yeah. So if I'm
you-
supposed to graduate this year, I can reclassify
and
go
graduate next year.
Yeah.
And not because of educational purposes, but
For
because I want a chance for my child
I
body
still don't
to.
understand.
That's the same thing
So
with the
if you're
little
supposed
leagues,
to
right?
graduate-
Like with
so
the
if you're supposed to be
11U,
a junior
10U.
this year-
I can put my kid
So if
in.
I'm
you're a senior
if I'm a
this
senior
year,
this year,
they can
I
make
go
them a
back
junior
and be a junior.
and then graduate. Oh.
and play for a certain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's weird.
I think it's
And I think it's weird that people are letting their kids be homeschooled so they can play at certain schools.
yeah.
How do you feel about it, T?
I mean, in my opinion, I just feel like it's gonna catch up to you no matter what.
Yeah.
If you reclassify for a year because you don't want to be with your class or whatever, you think that your child is behind or needs more time on the field or whatever on the court for their class, eventually it's going to catch up to them.
So they're reclassifying because they feel like they're not good enough?
Not necessarily good enough, but maybe the maturity level or you get what I'm saying, like the progression of their bodies or something like that needs an extra year to kind of
Okay.
Develop.
Stand out.
So it's development time. But my thought is, okay, that's a year difference.
Yeah.
So once you get to the 11th grade, you're still playing those same people or with those same people you would have played in the 12th grade with.
But can I reclassify again?
I don't believe so.
So you can only reclassify one time?
Is it
No,
that?
Sure.
I think you can reclassify.
Well, then you're going to be 20 in high school?
So you can only do it when can you reclass?
Well, I know you can do it. I want to say right before, like you're entering high school, and I want to say, I think that either it depends. I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not really trying to.
Hey, you
know what I'm
gonna
saying, go
Google
there.
it?
But I want to say like a lot of people do it when they're like in
many
the
times
7th
you
or 8th
reclassify?
grade, or they can do it whenever they enter like that private school part. Private school, if you go 6th grade, you can reclassify if you don't want to go
You
to the 7th
know
grade.
what? But you can reclassify and go up? Or is this only
Good
for...
question.
Is this only for sports?
It's not
mostly
for.
Because I had a
We're
tenth-
not specifically saying it's for sports, but a lot of people are using it because
Because I'm trying to
sport,
understand
yeah.
it. And what I'm going to share with you guys, I had a 10th grader this year. When I received his scores from the AP Lit report, it said that he was a junior. So I'm like, because he's no longer going to be at our school. He's entering back into the...
His proper grade.
No, he's entering back into private
Private
sector.
school.
So I'm guessing that him going back to private school puts him as a senior this year.
possibly.
So that's why I was asking, can you reclassify and be a grade
I don't
higher?
know that, but I'm for
Once.
reclassifying.
Only once.
Oh, only
Yeah,
once.
that's what I thought. You can only do it once.
And when is that? Like in high school?
Yeah.
No, I know. No, it can happen in middle school. too.
Students can in middle school. Students can reclassify and repeat a grade level.
Yeah.
Once.
Okay,
So they can do it in 8th grade and then do it again in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Students can
I'm for
reclassify
it
to a
because,
higher
like,
grade.
when T was saying
So in high
maturity
school, I'm
and then
sorry.
development, not skill, but body wise. My son is on the smaller end. So if he were to play sports, I will always be worried about contact. Even though I want him to play, I want him to, have that sort of, teamsmanship. I'm always worried if he gets hurt playing with kids his age.
Right.
So him reclassifying, if I could reclassify several times until his body develops, then as a mom, I'm going to put safety first and I'm going to reclassify
But are
him.
we thinking about academics as well? Because now it's like you're not only holding him back for his body wise for a certain sport, but now you're holding him back grade level wise.
No, I will only do it when it comes to like sports.
You can't, because if they're reclassified, whatever you get what I'm saying, like it doesn't change. How can I explain this?
Yeah.
So if you're a 6th grader going to the 7th grade and you reclassify to stay as a 6th grader, or you're an 8th grader going to the 9th grade, you reclassify to stay as an 8th
It
grader.
doesn't change his
It
curriculum.
doesn't change that.
Yeah.
But it changed because you don't, in middle school and in high school, you play JV, freshman, and varsity. Okay, I would want my son to play JV until he's able to play varsity, until he gets the built to play varsity. Like, even though he's a senior, I may not want him to play that level one varsity because he may not get any time because he's smaller, and then 2, there's a possibility that he can get hurt.
Well,
So
in
you can
Florida,
do that.
in
You can do
Florida,
that
that's
without
not gonna happen.
reclassifying though.
So that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't
Reclassifying
even
is
do that.
reclassifying his whole grade, not just
Yeah,
the sport.
no.
Because you can have your
Yeah, I
child
don't
in
like
high
it.
You can have your child in high school and say, "Hey, I don't want you to play varsity.
I don't want you to
Yeah,
play
that's what I'm
varsity.
thinking. Like,
No,
why we?
that's a total different thing. Reclassifying.
They're keeping
is
them in the
keeping
same
them
repeating the grade.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't like that.
That's why I say it's academic and you get what I'm
And
saying. It's
athletic,
both.
Yeah.
But okay, here's my
That's
question,
wild.
and y'all may or may not know, right?
K gonna
If
Google.
if I decided to reclassify, like White was saying, and it was for just it was for sports purposes only, could you then have that child? Yeah, I've decided to hold them back, and they're going to be a junior again, but that junior year just let them dual enroll. So that when they become a senior, they didn't really lose anything because they dual enrolled that second time around as a junior.
I honestly don't think the reclass applies to the academic side. Honestly, I think it is just
For sports?
yeah, because we had kids that were seniors. He did college
that
courses. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
He probably did 1 or 2 classes on campus, but he was a regular. You know what I'm saying? He did his regular 4 year.
He reclassified?
No, I'm saying he did his. I'm saying there's you can academically be up here, but want to reclass sports wise. If you get what I'm saying, I don't think those two are the same. I
So
think
if you
sports-
reclassify as a junior, the school can still put you in those senior classes?
yeah, that happens every day.
Okay.
Junior
I
don't-
mean,
some-
I don't know. I'm just asking.
So I don't
What
think
Davis
it's.
at?
I think
I don't think it's educational. I think it's just strictly okay. Say for example, if I can be ranked 10
you're
in my
thinking
regular
about they
class,
already took the course already, so they would be taking the next course.
yeah. So right, they already passed the academic side. So
Got it.
so if I'm ranked 10 in my
No,
original
you don't
junior
think so?
class, you know, and I want to reclass, so okay, that way if I'm in that class, I'll probably be number 1. You know what I'm saying? Sports wise.
But that's if you're doing that, if they have that in public school. Private school is different. If I say you're reclassifying, you're going back to the same
Oh,
grade.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Ain't
You're
private school,
repeating
ain't
the
know that.
same.
But I
you're
know
repeating the
public
same
school is
grade.
not. Yeah, public school is not like that. But I ain't know private school.
Because I know
like
with
that.
public school, you can have all your classes done and be
Right.
considered a senior. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's based off you.
Florida version.
But in private school, if you reclassify, you're reclassifying your entire grade. Like you're repeating a grade.
So you're repeating all of the classes
Yes.
too?
That's tough.
And you're not
So
graduating.
you're saying you threw
not graduating
all
with your
these
class.
classes away for that year that you...
You're retaking
Listen,
them.
when
Yeah.
they
Tough.
made
Oh,
the rule
wow.
that you could transfer wherever you want, that's when life went to chaos.
Yeah.
I'm all for whatever's best for the child. That's just my point of it. If you feel like your child need to be reclassified or whatever, but it needs to be on both ends. Like because holding a child back for one specific reason and then now they have to catch up on both sides, you get what I'm saying? Like it's unfair to the child because it's not just about either you know what I'm saying? Like academics are more important, but at
Yeah.
the same time, if we're going for both, then it has to make sense on both sides.
And when I ask, would you do that because you feel like they're not good enough? I'm thinking in terms of who else is
In that
around
class.
in their class,
Right.
So that a parent is feeling like, oh, my child is not going to get picked
Right.
by this school or whatever because number 10
Right.
plays the same position and
Right.
is better.
And
that's what I mean.
That's
by
basically the outlook.
That's
of they're
what they
doing. Right.
think.
That's basically
Okay.
the outlook.
So
on
then
it.
they say, I'm going to reclassify. This person is going to get pulled by whatever school.
Right,
And
exactly.
then next year, my child's going to be top.
Yeah.
in the front line.
That's
What I just said.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's what it is.
Yep.
No, we disagree with that.
Yeah.
Unless it's in the best interest.
Man, get
of
it
the
out.
Like I
child.
said, as long as it's the best interest
Best
for the
interest.
I think it
child.
should only be for health purposes only. I don't think you should. You just need to get out there and
you
grind.
should reclassify your child
Get out
just
there and
because
grind, man.
Bobo
'Cause like-
was better
like you just
at
said, it's gonna
catching
catch
the
up
ball.
to you.
It's gonna
It
catch up
is.
because eventually they're gonna be playing these same people.
Yeah.
And I don't like the whole transferring to play your sport and then transferring back.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, because I'm not an athlete.
We have a lot of
Where I
that
don't-
going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of that
They
going
transfer out and then
because they want
the
to graduate
season
from
is
certain
over,
schools and they want to
then
play for
come
certain
back.
schools. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
But then you end up coming back.
Because they want to graduate from that school.
With
They don't
that
want to
class.
play.
Oh.
Yeah.
They don't want to play with the school, but they want to graduate with that class from that school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they want to say I graduated from such and such, but I didn't want to play for y'all.
Yeah.
Yep.
That sucks.
It is. It does. It does.
So we have
yeah.
a lot of programs who are, they're struggling because of that.
Yep.
Because the home kids are not going to the home school. They all over the
That
county.
has been the narrative for years.
Yeah. And they going
Parents
to
do
and they
better.
going to they going to private
Private and
schools.
charter schools.
Private and charter are getting all our kids. Like they, and it's very hard to
Aesthetics,
compete.
man.
They
It's very
paying
hard
them.
to compete.
Yeah,
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them are.
It's very
Or
hard. To
some of them are going to schools because they know those are the type of schools that are getting NIL
Yeah.
recognitions in high
Yeah.
school.
Can't compete with that, man.
And the thing about it is, a lot of kids can't compete academically with that either. They just look at the sports side of it, and they really get there and know, like, dang, I can't be here.
Yeah.
Because I was just looking at playing sports here and getting the money, but I can't go to class. I can't deal with these classes.
Yeah. Yep.
These teachers tearing us every which way but loose.
But loose.
But loose.
Well, guys, that
Wraps it up.
I
enjoyed this
We learned a
sports
lot. Yes, we did.
segment.
Yes, we did.
Yes, this
So
was
that's-
you ain't
great.
count, you ain't
Hey, what?
walk us out.
What you want to do? You want
All
to walk
right,
it out?
y'all.
All right, y'all.
Go ahead, like, subscribe, drop a comment.
your comments.
I said it just that wraps it up. I
Yeah,
didn't
we
say
are
had to be
wrapping
done.
it up.
God dang. This questionnaire.